Hi, how are you doing today? I'm come here to Nibbin today. I thought you would maybe like the bonny view. And we're going to be making pepper boats. Now this is something that you might have made at one time, but we're going to make it a pretty bit different because we're going to be using fabric along with pepper. So it kind of gives you something fine that you could even hang up or you could set in your windowsill. And I'm hoping we're going to set them floating later on too. So we'll see if that works. So to make that you need a bony bit of fabric, and you can use any recycled fabric if you want. You can cut up some shirts, or this is a bony bit that came for the home furnishings in Larwick. And we're going to cut out, to make the boats you need a piece of pepper that's kind of like an A4 shape. So it's no use if it's square, it has to be the shape of an A4 pepper. It's kind of windy today, so I'm going to stand for the beach. I'm going to set to stop this blowing away. So I'm going to take my piece of fabric. We add this bony circles. It's a pretty bit like Scaddy Man's heads, isn't it? Pretty bit like that when you look down on it. And set this piece of A4 pepper on. And cut. I have clipped shears. You can see I've got a pretty bit of ribbon to try and hinder anybody cutting pepper with it, but it does happen. And there's a lovely crunch. Can you hear this fine crunch? And I'll turn it around and cut the other side. That's fine. Then I'm going to set my material under the stand to stop it blowing away. And my template I'm going to use to cut some pepper. Oh no, the wind's fan away and it's just come a beautiful day. It's just what happens. I'll use my pepper shears to cut the piece of pepper. I really like this pepper because it's got pretty designs on it. It's kind of like the tree of life that you see in Fair patterns, so that's why I chose this pepper. And I'm going to set my template under a stand too. And to join these two things together, you can use just ordinary PVA glue. It'll work. So put a pretty bit of that into a tub, and I even have a stand in the tub to stop the tub blowing away. And we'll put, you want to put it on the back side of your pattern. Put your glue on. Not too thick, but you want it sprayed all over. Okay, and then I'm going to line this up. The glue is drying really fast because it's that windy. And flatten it out. It's kind of like ironing, but a pretty bit more fun. flattening out the material, and then I'm going to set that to the side to dry. I'll have to put a ston, I'll have to put the glue on top of it because it's got a ston in it to stop it blowing away. Now I have one here that I made afar. It's got slightly different pepper, well it's the same design but slightly different colour on the back, and I'm just going to trim the edges so that you have a bony clean cut. I'm going to use my pepper shears for that, so I don't blunt me clout shears. Can you hear that bird singing? Bleeping away. I'll gather up this pretty brooks just so they don't blow away. Now then, we're ready to start marking our boat. Have the long side facing you and fold it in half, and then open it up, and then have the short side facing you and then fold it in half, and then lift it up so you've got the open edge at the bottom, and fold this in for the corners and crease it with your finger. It marks a triangle, look again. And then fold the other side in so it's the same. And that's the kind of rule this is origami, although because we've been doing it for years, it maybe doesn't feel like origami, but the rules in a lot of things in life is that whatever you do with your right side, you do with your left side, and that kind of helps to keep balance. So with this, that's what we do in this one. So we turn the edge up like this, so you've nearly made a pepper hat, and turn it over and turn the other edge up. So now you do a thing like a pepper hat. And you want to tuck the edges, tuck the right edge under the left edge on both sides. And then open it up and fold it so it's like this. And then you take the edge nearest you and put it to the top. And turn it over again and that edge back up to the top like that. Then you open it up again. And then this is the magic bit. This is where you open this piece up like this, and you kind of hit a fold your sail back on itself and crease it at the bottom. It's a pretty bit stuffer we have the fabric in it, but I think you get a fine result. And then if there's any pretty edges, you can take your shears and just trim away the pretty edges. And there's your pretty boat. Would you like I have a pretty one? We could make pretty ones too. Just the same process, but using a piece of pepper, the same piece of pepper, but it's cut in half, so it makes two the same size. I have one here, and again, this lovely spotty fabric. This came for the home furnishings in Larrick. And this bony spotty pepper you would probably get in Harry's. So with this again, you take your long side facing you and you fold, you hit a pepper side up, fold the clout up, and then you fold it back, and then you fold it again, the short side to the short side. And I'm going to fold it back on itself, so you've got the pepper. I like having the sail being pepper rather than the boat. I like the boat. This one has the boat is pepper and the sail is fabric, but I kind of like having the boat being the fabric. So we'll have to pepper it in and then fold it in. And fold it up to make a hat. So it's like a hat with a spotty brim. And then open it up like this so the corners come together. And tuck your edges in. And then fold it up this way so that you just have a piece of fabric that's like a triangle. But then when you open it up, and flatten, crease your sail. It takes a pretty bit of strength this with the pepper and the care together, pepper and the fabric together. But just take your time and then you'll get it to stay. And we'll cut this pretty ends off. You could put a pretty bit of glue here too, just kind of heads it together. And there you go. Oops, my one is falling apart. I think you will need a pretty bit of glue. There you have a pretty boat and a big boat. All made with pepper and cared. I hope you have a fine time making your own ones, and I hope you enjoyed seeing this film outside on a bonny day.